As we head into round 2 of the Battlefield 6 beta, I, like a lot of creators, have been busy at work clearing our weekend plans, stockpiling footage, and writing reviews. However, the more I go back and rewatch chunks of my gameplay, the more I become frustrated with how this game plays for a very specific group of players, that being the medics. Now, while a lot of creators aim to be the twitchiest assault gunners, sharpest snipers, or nastiest pilots, I've always personally fallen back into the role of support, and more specifically, medic. So much so, I'm currently in the top 0.6% of most revives in the world on 2042, and inside the top 0.8 of medic lifetime score in the world on Battlefield 5. So to say I like to play medic is a bit of an understatement for sure. But while I've been a medic all my life, Battlefield 6 is forcing me to move away from the class I've come to love, and instead has been pushing me towards kits like Recon. So in today's video, as one of the world's sweatiest medics, I wanted to break down some of the issues I'm having with the class, and how some simple changes could win me back, while making the kit much more efficient at its role. So, like always, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let's get into it. Now, first things first, this isn't some hardcore rant because overall, like I said in my first impressions, Battlefield 6 is off to a flying start. While I feel some mechanics aren't totally nailed down yet, and hit reg / gunplay is really inconsistent, overall the game is already an absolute gem, and we have the data to back that up as players are flocking to Battlefield over Call of Duty in record numbers. So if you want a more general overview of my thoughts, go check that video out and subscribe for my final review, probably coming sometime next week. But getting back to today's topic, like I just said, with some of the mechanics still needing to be nailed down, I think medics are suffering the most. While other kits have certainly seen bigger changes, like Assault stealing the spawn beacon from Recon, the whole role of a medic has changed as the fundamentals of reviving, resupplying, and gunfighting have been updated. Right off the bat, as the game currently stands, the combination of new movement tech, a super fast time to kill, and a seemingly quick self-healing has really made the job of medics a lot harder. Battlefield 6, while featuring a slower sprint speed than prior titles, moves at a breakneck pace. Maps are tight, gunfights bounce around, and players die incredibly quickly. Tie this together with no stim pistol like we had in 2042, and healing players on the move becomes almost impossible. While small med pouches may be a solution, another major issue is that the large supply crates animation is brutally slow, making it almost impossible to throw out in a hurry while teammates pass by. So in total, we have super fast gameplay, no ability to heal at range, and supply crates with super sluggish animations, all of which culminate into making the medic feel a step behind while trying to support their team. However, next up, as sorta a side note to the game outpacing medics, we're now stuck in between two revive options. Body dragging, which is a quick one-press command but far less efficient, and defibs, which need to be equipped, charged, and then deployed, while also featuring a horrifically bad hitbox. Honestly, I feel like the medic should default to deploying and charging the defibrillators upon a press and hold of the command, while perhaps body dragging stays attached to a single tap across the board. This way, medics can prompt to the more efficient class-specific tactic more quickly, while body dragging is on deck with a prompt that's attached to the downed player for everyone. But, like I mentioned, none of this matters unless the hitbox is addressed first. Finally, on top of that, the scoreboard doesn't highlight revives like we've seen in prior titles, thus not incentivizing those hardcore medics like myself to rack up numbers like we've done in prior titles. While I generally agree with players like Enders who say kills are the most important thing to winning a match, I actually think the real truth behind Battlefield squad play is to perform whatever role you're best at in order to help facilitate your best players. So as one of the top 1% of medics in the world, I should be incentivized to and rewarded when I use those skills to elevate my teammates. Bringing back something as simple as revives to the scoreboard and handing out cosmetics or player cards for medic-specific achievements would really be that icing on the cake that takes playing medic from a chore to an actual player identity with a source of pride. Add that on top of tighter mechanics, faster animations, and a better hitbox, and I guarantee more players will revive their role as a medic and change the balance of this game for the better. But those are my general thoughts about the current state of the kit, and you can drop yours below. As a lifelong hardcore medic, we gotta give the class better options to heal on the move, a larger focus on defibs, and reward players for performing such a crucial role. The kit is so close to being great, even if the switch to LMGs isn't my favorite, but other kits like Recon and Assault are just so much better, so I think Medic needs a little more love to stay competitive. But guys, tell me what you think and drop those comments below, and for everything else Battlefield, be sure to stay tuned and subscribe, and as always, thank you guys for watching.